Wolverines headed up court, 5:22 to go in the half. They lead 18-10 here. And now a whistle as Engel converts the lay-in and a chance to make it a three-point play here. Who drew the foul? Seb Brunner, his first, team fifth. And to the line is Lucas Engel, the 6'6" forward, who also doubles as a wide receiver. Engel, the junior, is a 55% free throw shooter, and he gets that one. That's good. And it's 21-10 now in the three-point play. Here comes Gavin Brunner over the line. DeVries will pick him up. Gavin doesn't mess around with him this time. Passes the ball away to Keelan, to Lopman, now to Seb. Top of the key three, no good. Rebound, Jared Lucas, and Bereзе reached in to slap the ball loose, but he's going to draw the foul.
That's his second.
His second, team sixth. Not quite in the bonus. Checking in is Ethan Vaughn for Riverton. Now a timeout. That's Lunds calling the timeout. Coach Lunds for Jackson. And we'll take it with him just to make sure that stream is working. We'll be right back with more on Home of the Bronx, KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Back to live basketball. 21-10. Riverton leads it, just over 5 to go in the half. Wolverines bring it up court. DeVries looking for somebody open. He's a quarterback. He knows how to find the open man. And now they find an open Lucas, who drives the lane and gets yet another two, and he'll go to the line with a chance to get more. Jared Lucas, again, we said it in the pregame show, this team is tough to match up with down low. Between Engel and Lucas, they have got a lot of length, and he gets a shooter's bounce there to make it a three-point play on the conversion. It's 23-10. They're missing a point in there somewhere. It should be 24-10.
No, it didn't go in.
It did not go in.
It did not go in. Sorry.
Thought that went in.
Nope, it did not.
All right, Seb Brunner with the ball, 4:47 to go in the half. Jackson needs a basket here. They've been quiet for a while. If they're going to stay in this, they can't let Riverton get too far ahead. Gavin Brunner with a three that won't go, out of bounds, and Ethan Vaughn will go track the ball down. Riverton's basketball up by 13. Jackson will press here. Coach Lund's dialing up a little full court press as they try to trap DeVries. He's runs his way out of it. Now heaves it ahead to Jared Lucas, who feeds Lucas Engel. His shot no good. Good defense by Keelan. And now DeVries will reset and try again for Riverton. Into Jared Lucas. His shot won't go. And a whistle there is going to be on
charge.
Lucas for the push-off. He tried to make a little room for himself there. And, well, that's what those big guys got to do. Sometimes you get one, sometimes you don't. Lucas gets caught with a charge there as Bereзе checks out for Jackson. With 4:20 to go, it's a 13-point lead for Riverton. And Jackson needs a basket here in the worst way. It's been a while. Seb across the timeline working on Ethan Vaughn. Hands off to his brother Gavin. Gets a pick from Keelan. Brunner makes no use of it, though. Now to Lopman. He drives the lane. In there with a landed tree. Sam Lopman with authority. And that's something that's not easy to do when you got a 6'5" and 6'6" guy in there waiting for you in the paint. Although it looks like Jared Lucas is out of the game momentarily. Tie up there between Engel and Keelan. A jump ball arrow favors Riverton, however, and they'll keep possession and lead this one by 11. DeVries checks out to get a break for Riverton. Inbounds pass coming here from Ethan Vaughn. Finds Friday, and now a shot. Aquelo is good. His first points of the afternoon. Aquelo Friday. Jackson pushing the ball up court now. Seb Brunner. Seb making a move on Vaughn. Now cross court to Keelan. Top of the key to Gavin. Then Seb. Now Lopman. Lopman to Seb Brunner. Drives the baseline. Runs into Friday. Kicks it back out Gavin with a three is good. Gavin Brunner with his second three in a row has
8 points.
8 points on the afternoon. Aquelo Friday was picked up by Seb Brunner. He thought about driving the baseline, but Seb got back there. Ethan Vaughn now working on Lopman. Bumps into him, but now Vaughn spins out of it to Engel. Engel drives the lane up and in. Went right between Brunner and Keelan, it looked like, with the lay-in. And just under 3 to go. It's a 12-point lead for Riverton, their biggest lead of the afternoon. Gavin Brunner with Vaughn on him. Top of the key to Bruno. Bruno's got Friday watching him. Pick set by Lopman. Bruno, there's a pulls up for a shot. Off the front of the iron, no good. Vaughn with a rebound for Riverton. Coming now right to left. Vaughn pushes it up ahead to, I believe, Tanner Johnson. No, Jason Vincent, who's now in the game. Now Vaughn to Aquelo Friday. The lefty tries a three. Good. And Friday's starting to get hot. Told you that'd be a name you'd hear this afternoon. It's 30-15. Riverton now double it up on Jackson with 2:12 to go in the half. Seb Brunner trying to wait for something to develop here. Makes a move on Ethan Vaughn. And now another move. Fakes him out. Goes to the rack. Up and in. Seb Brunner with just a fake on a fake on a fake. And before you knew it, Ethan Vaughn was ground into the dust. And Brunner just went right to the rack to make it 30-17. We'll take the break with them. Full timeout with 2:05 to go in the half. It's Riverton 30, Jackson 17. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
High Country Linen Service has grown with its state-of-the-art facility to be the premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats. High Country Linen also provides wholesale janitorial supplies, paper products, and earth-friendly cleaning supplies to Jackson Hole, Teton Valley, and beyond. Call 733-2638 or come see us at 355 North Glenwood. On the web at highcountrylinen.com.
Live play-by-play coverage of Jackson Bronx sports continues with Jake Nichols on KZ95.
Back at Jackson Hole High School, where the Bronx trail the Wolverines 30-17. Riverton has the basketball. DeVries dishes to Friday. Baseline three. Rattles in and out. Rebound Lopman on the far side. Sam pulls up, across the timeline, and now finds Keelan. Thought about a three, but he's got the enormous Jared Lucas guarding him. He's going to find Seb Brunner. He'll try a three over the top of Blake Dale, but it won't go. Rebound Riverton. Friday pushes it up to DeVries. Friday spin move in the paint. Now gets it out to Blake Dale. Hands off, far side. It's Tanner Johnson. He'll try a pull-up jumper. No good. And the rebound, Jackson. Keelan hands it off to Seb Brunner with 1:22 to go. Jackson trail by 13. Could use a bucket here. Maybe cut it to within 10. Gavin Brunner putting some moves on DeVries. Now kicks it out to Lopman. Top of the key, Keelan to tie, or to get within 10 rather. No good. Rattles in and out. Friday with a rebound for Riverton. Baseline three from DeVries. That's short. Rebound banged off of Lopman. Didn't go out of bounds though. Nice try, but Jackson ball as Friday tried to save one there. 50 seconds to go. Spin move by Brunner draws a foul. That's Blake Dale, I believe, is going to draw the infraction. Still only the 15th foul on Riverton. Jackson will inbounds here. Gavin Brunner with 49 ticks on the clock. Brunner looking for Keelan way up top here, and he's got him. Gavin Keelan with Jared Lucas guarding him. Over to Seb Brunner. Seb puts a move on Dale. Another spin move. Now hands it off to Lopman. Lopman drives the lane. Lost the handle right into the hands of Friday. Friday pushes ahead to layup, no good, to Jason Vincent, I believe, and we'll see what this whistle's about. Sorry, that's Tanner Johnson. That's Gavin Keelan's first. Team eighth. It'll send Johnson to the line. Tanner has no numbers on him from the line. He averages right around 5 points a game.
He's got three.
Makes this one. Ethan Vaughn checks in for Blake Dale, and it looks like we're going to see Derek Lang again replacing Jared Lucas with 31.8 seconds to go. 31-17 Riverton. Adding to it, yes, Johnson has that as well, and it's 32-17. 27 seconds to go in the half. Bruno looking over at Coach Lund says, what are we doing here? And Gavin Brunner gets a pick from Keelan. Gavin sliding on the floor, gives it back to Keelan. Gavin Keelan drives the lane, lost the handle. Ethan Vaughn with a steal. Vaughn coming the other way for Riverton. Finds DeVries over here in the near wing. Damon's going to play for a last shot. 7 seconds. 6. Friday has the ball. Out top of the key. DeVries long 3 at the buzzer. No good. Rebound. That won't go either, as Tanner Johnson had a little 10-foot rebound shot that failed to find the mark. So we'll end it like that. After the half, it's Riverton 32, Jackson 17. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is proud to bring you live coverage of Jackson Hole High School basketball on KZ95 as a supporter of the relentless students and athletes in the area. Affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, Century 21 Jackson Hole provides unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to C21JH.com to view their listings or contact Ted Dawson, Kent Hobson, Denisha Anderson, and Dawson Smith at 307-732-8181 or email teamjh@c21jh.com. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
Well, thank you so much for spending your Tuesday afternoon with us as we bring you this live doubleheader, girls and boys basketball makeup game with the Riverton Wolverines. If you're joining us late, earlier the Lady Bronx were successful in securing their second win of the season as they beat the Lady Wolverines 62-53 in a very exciting game. Carson Breeding was our Century 21 relentless athlete of the game with 21 points to pace the Lady Bronx, but big afternoons out of Gracie Hardiman as well, Joanna Smith, Audrey Forrest, Brooklyn Hills. Everybody got in on the scoring pretty much for the Lady Bronx. Big thank you to J.C. Chatham, the junior off the team who's laid up with an injury right now, joining us in the first half and providing us some pretty cool insight into the inner workings of those Lady Bronx, and she gave the Bronx some good luck. That and Tuesday apparently is all the luck the Lady Bronx need. They're 2 for Tuesday. Kimmy Kate Morton's alongside. She's got all the stats for you. Let's start with these Riverton Wolverines. My goodness, Jared Lucas, you might burn up a calculator battery figuring out his point totals.
Yeah, Jared Lucas got 15 so far on the night.
15 of the half. The 6'5 senior, that's over his average. He averages 13 a game, so he can go ahead and sit down and take a rest now.
Yep, that'd be all right. We got Engel and Friday both with 5 each.
All right.
And then we got Tanner Johnson has 4, and Damon DeVries has 3.
Excellent. Damon DeVries is...
DeVries. Did I say DeVries? Yeah.
I met his dad over there. He works at over in Riverton. When I went to get tires put on my truck.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I got my
that.
winter
Yep.
tires. There's very few people who carry the winter tires I wanted, and there's a dealership. There's a tire dealer over there in Riverton, and Damon DeVries' dad worked there, and he gave me free wiper blades for saying nice things about his kid, Damon.
Oh, during football?
Yeah, during the football season. Damon DeVries had a really good couple of games against the Jackson Bronx. He's having a decent basketball game here. The shooting guard, I still don't think we've heard the last of him. He's a good 3-ball shooter. What about on Jackson's side of the ledger? How's our Bronx doing?
We got 8 from Gavin Brunner.
Yep.
3 from Gavin Keelan. And we got Seb Brunner, Sam Lopeman and Rowan Bruno all with 2 points each.
Well, the door is wide open for anybody on the Bronx who wants to audition for a relentless athlete of the game. You're going to have to knock Jared Lucas off the top of the podium, and you might help your own team get back in this game, but it's something that Jackson's been good at doing this season. They've had to.
Mm-hmm. Their quarter's been one of their best quarters for a while. I say that I feel like the last couple games, maybe not so much, but they're really good at coming out of that.
Yeah. Well,
halftime in the locker room and coming back and fighting.
They are. They have had big third quarters all season long, and they did have a big one on the road against Star Valley. They held the Braves to 2 points in their own building all third quarter. Last time we were just down there, it's about a week and a half ago. So, yeah, third quarters have been Jackson Bronx, and it's kind of been, because they've had to. They get off to such slow starts, and Coach Lunds gets them in the locker room, and I think they just finally breathe and play a little looser. Maybe they come out tense, and then they get in the half, and they see, all right, well, you got beat up pretty good, but look, you're still alive. Come on out and just let it fly. Let the ball fly for the second half. 32-17 is not an insurmountable lead. We've seen the Bronx dig back into games like this, but they're going to have to do something to quiet Jared Lucas. We knew he'd be trouble down low, but if you focus on him too much, guys like Friday and DeVries can hurt you from the outside. This Riverton team, you could see why that they're undefeated in the quadrant, 6-0. In their quadrant, 9-7 on the season under head coach Bo Sheets. This is a really good basketball team and fun to watch. They're going to make some noise in the postseason. Well, we'll see if the Bronx have anything. We'll come out of the locker room and try to get back into this, make it a sweep this afternoon with the Lady Bronx already victorious. We'll be right back. More stats and more talky talk. We'll talk about Evanston games this Saturday and let you know how you can hear and watch those. That's the final regular game of the season and senior night coming up this Saturday before we begin postseason play. We'll be right back with Bronx basketball on KZ95.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Back to the live action here in Jackson Hole High School Gymnasium where the Bronx trail the Wolverines 32-17 at the half, third quarter coming up. And as you may have heard earlier, the Lady Bronx get their second win of the season. They beat these Lady Wolverines. Next up for Jackson is senior night this Saturday. I will not be available to do the play-by-play, but we do have the SVI crew in here to bring the game to you. So it'll be SVI broadcasting the game in cooperation with KZ95, and there'll be a different play-by-play guy. I don't know if it'll be Duke from Star Valley or who it's going to be, but it won't be me, but we'll bring you. I wish I could be there. We'll make sure you can see the game as well as hear it. We'll have all the coverage on SVI Saturday against Evanston as we close out the season. That'll be the end of the regular season. And then if you've heard, we got this thing called COVID that's been going on now for a year or so. It feels like 10 years.
Feels like 10.
It means the changes to the playoffs. They're not going to do any kind of tournament thing. They do not want a lot of teams massing in any one high school. So it's going to be one and done. You're going to play quadrant. You either win and move on to the West Regionals and then win and move on to state, or you don't. And for the boys, it's very likely they can't do much to change their fortunes Certainly not today, as this is a non-conference game. Won't count towards seeding. But they're not going to be able to do much against Riverton to pull themselves up out of that 4-seed spot. They're pretty much locked in there. And Jackson has a date with the Star Valley Braves in Star Valley. Third time we'll see them this season to begin the playoffs. That game will be 1 o'clock on March 4th. And it's win or go home for Jackson. For the Lady Broncs, not quite as clear. A win Saturday against Evanston could put the playoff picture a little murky. Right now, the Lady Broncs in that 4th seed would play Green River in Green River on March 4th, also at 1 o'clock. So you'll have to decide which game you want to watch or hear. But there's a chance with a Jackson win over Evanston that both the Red Devils and the Lady Broncs would be 1-5, and a tiebreaker would decide who gets 4th seed and who gets 3rd. We'll have to wait to see how things develop. But right now, we're just about ready to get back to it here in the second half. Third quarter ready to start as the Jackson Broncs going to try to do what they've been doing all season long, and that's crawl back into one from double-digit deficit. They got their work cut out for them. It's 32-17 Riverton. Both teams will floor their starting 5 and switch sides as Jackson now moving right to left on your radio dial. And you can also live stream this KZ95 Sports. KZ95 Sports, our YouTube channel.
It'll be
Riverton basketball to start the game. Still don't know how they determine that.
They're supposed to switch the thing. It's like the jump ball, but they...
Oh.
So whoever had the possession last, they switch the arrow and it comes over.
Here's DeVries with the basketball. Top of the key to Lucas Engel. Finds the wingman, Blake Dale. Dale back to Engel. Back to Dale. Pitch and catch here outside on the perimeter. Dale will try a drive on Barazay. And before he got there, ball was knocked loose by Bruno. Maybe Henry was a little handsy. We'll see who that's on.
Henry, that's his 3rd.
Barazay, his 3rd first-team foul of this second half. And Riverton basketball out to Engel. Far side to DeVries. Works the ball to back out to Jared Lucas. Lucas hands off to DeVries. Drives the lane. Stolen by Seb Brunner. Seb takes it away. Seb coming down with the basketball. Seb puts a couple of moves on Blake Dale, now pulls up and gives the ball to his brother Gavin. Gavin working on DeVries. Wide open Bruno for 3. Good! That's a good job by Rowan Bruno, who nobody near him. And he sinks the open 3. That'll be Blake Dale now. Pass inside to Jared Lucas. Lucas up and in with the layup. He is so tough to guard inside. With 6:50 to go, it's 34-20, 14-point game. Bruno over to Barazay, quickly to Seb, to Gavin, back to Seb, back to Bruno. All perimeter passing for Jackson as they look for something to develop inside. Nobody wants to go inside where Lucas and Engel live. Seb Brunner back to Gavin Brunner. Really nothing developing in the paint. Gavin's going to drive, see what he can do with a pop-up 20-footer. No good. Off the back of the rack, and the rebound, Lucas Engel. And now quickly up ahead, Aquelo. Friday tries a jumper. That rattles in and out. No good. DeVries, his 3-ball is bottom of the net. Bingo, bingo. And now a whistle.
I think someone needed to tie their shoes.
All right, the tying shoe timeout. 37-20 after that DeVries 3. And with 6:05 to go in the third, if Jackson's going to get back in this, they got to quiet the Riverton scorers and do something themselves. Time is running out. Bruno lost the handle off his leg and out of bounds. And it'll be Riverton ball of the turnover. Friday will inbound here. Long pass down for Engel, and that's picked off by Henry Barazay. Engel thought he was all alone down there, but Henry stepped into that pass, stole it away. Jackson ball, Seb Brunner. Gets it near side right in front of the Jackson bench is Gavin Brunner. Now back out to his brother Seb, top of the key. Seb being guarded by Jared Lucas. That isn't even fair. 6'5" on 5'7". Jackson lost the ball momentarily. Now Gavin Brunner with a three. Bingo.
Bango.
Bongo. 37-23, 14-point game. Pass inside for Lucas. Never got there as Hannah blocked the pass, but a foul inside. It'll put Engel to the line, I believe.
Ooh.
As Lucas Engel got the rebound on the putback, he was fouled by Bruno. Rowan Bruno's first. Engel's first is no good and failed to draw iron. He makes a face about it. Gets some razzing from the hometown crowd. The junior is a 55% free throw shooter. Here's his second. That's good. And it's 38-23, 15-point game. Seb Brunner brings the ball up to the timeline with Blake Dale on him. Seb to Lopman. Lopman guarded by DeVries. Far side, Gavin Brunner. Now back to Seb. Seb, top of the key to Lopman. Quickly to Gavin. Thought about a three. Won't take it. Gavin now back up high to Seb Brunner. As Jackson getting a little stale here in the half-court offense. Inside to Barazay, kicks it out to Seb. His three, good, even though Lucas Engel came out to challenge him. Seb buries it, and it's 38-26, now a 12-point game. Here's Friday driving the baseline. His kick-out pass for Lucas is almost stolen away by Seb Brunner. Now Barazay has a hand on it, but loses it. The ball goes into the hands of Seb Brunner. Behind the back pass to Gavin. Oh my, we're seeing the full bag of tricks right now. Seb with a beautiful pass to Gavin. He couldn't do anything with it, but Jackson with the ball now, trailing by 12. They can cut into it a bit here. Barazay, top of the key to Lopman. He drives, runs right into DeVries. Three ball from Seb, no good. Aquelo Friday with a rebound. And here comes Blake Dale for Riverton. Bounce pass inside to Lucas. Jared Lucas bumps Hannah out of the way. His shot, though, no good. Lucas could have very well picked up a charge. Hannah stayed patient and played good defense there. And even though Lucas tried to create room for himself, couldn't make that little layup. Good defense by Hannah. Here's Gavin Brunner. Bounce pass to Barazay. Inside to Hannah. His shot up and over. Jared Lucas is good. Andrew Hannah pulls Jackson within 10. That was not an easy shot as 6'5" Lucas went up high to block it, but Hannah put it right over the top of him. Engel inside to Lucas. Stolen away momentarily by Hannah. Lucas gets it back and kisses one off the glass up and in. Back to a 12-point game with 3:05 to go in the third. Seb Brunner met by Blake Dale at the timeline. Seb patient here, waiting to cross the stripe. Still hasn't done it. Now he does. Seb working far side, hands off to Gavin Brunner. Gavin puts on a dribbling clinic, shows Blake Dale every trick he's got. Now drives the lane. Kick out to Lopman. Lopman with Friday on him. Back to Barazay. His three blocked by DeVries into the hands of Engel. Looking for Damon DeVries, who saves it from out of bounds. Now into the hands of Jared Lucas. He lost the handle to Hannah. And another turnover as play gets scrambly here with 2:25 to go. Jackson basketball. It's Seb Brunner. Seb into Hannah. Turned around. He lost the ball, but Jackson gets it back out to Seb Brunner. Good move as he got a screen there from his brother. Now a whistle. And that's going to be on Riverton. I believe DeVries, at least he's the one acting like the guilty party.
No, it was on Blake. Third for Blake.
Blake Dale picks up his third. He'll check out of the game now along with Damon DeVries. Replaced by Tanner Johnson and Ethan Vaughn. That's the first foul on Riverton here with 2:12 to go in the third. Pass inbounds to Lopman. Lopman drives the lane, kick out to Brunner, far side on the baseline. Now to Seb. Seb Keelan claps for the ball, top of the key, gets it. Keelan back to Gavin Brunner. Now to Seb, back to Lopman. Had a three momentarily. Now he shoots it over the top of Friday, but it won't go. Hannah with a rebound, and he gets hacked as the ball gets knocked out of his hands. And the guilty party here is going to be Lucas Engel, I believe, his first.
Yes.
Team second, so nobody in the bonus yet with just under 2 to go in the third. Jackson down by a dozen. Gavin Brunner inbounds to Keelan. Keelan puts a move on Engel, goes right to the rack, up and in, good! And the foul, a chance for a three-point play. And the student body on the far side is jacked up right now, trying to get behind their Bronx, who have closed within 10. A chance to pull within 9 here if Keelan can make this. Gavin Keelan from the line this year is a 58% free throw shooter. And his shot is good, a three-point play. Jackson's within single digits now. 40-31, full court press on as Ethan Vaughn gets double teamed, almost loses the handle, now finds an open Johnson. Tanner Johnson to Lucas. Lucas inside, up and in. Jared Lucas. Whenever Riverton gets threatened, they just got to get the ball in the hands of number 10. He's been money. 124 in the third, 42-31. Back to an 11-point lead. Seb Brunner with the ball for Jackson. Seb makes a move on Vaughn, now kicks it out to Gavin, lost the handle. Going the other way, Tanner Johnson goes up and no good. But Gavin Brunner will send him to the line by drawing the foul. Gavin always contests those plays. When he catches you from behind, he may not block the shot, but he is going to get a piece of you and put you into the floor. And Tanner Johnson will go to the line here. He's good with that one. So it's 43-31. Bruno checks into the game for Jackson to replace Lopman. And the second shot coming up from the junior, the 6'2" Tanner Johnson. Averaging 4-9 a game, and he hits them both. And now with a minute 5 to go in the third, Jackson got as close as 9. Now trial by 13. Rowan Bruno inside to Keelan. Little 15-foot pop shot, no good. Hanna rebound, but he lost the handle to Tanner Johnson, who pulls it up. Gets it to Ethan Vaughn. Vaughn puts a move on Seb Brunner, drives into the elbow there. Now he kicks it back out to Johnson. Far side to Friday. Aquelo Friday thought about a three. Now pass into Lucas. He's in too deep. Lucas is. Couldn't get the shot to go, but he gets his own rebound. That's in. And Gavin Keelan was right with him every step of the way, but Jared Lucas just too much. Missed his own shot, got the rebound, and made that one. Keelan over to Seb Brunner. Time running out in the third. 17 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bruno back to Seb Brunner. Seb playing for a last shot here is Coach Lunds. Jackson needs more than one last shot, though. They're down by a bunch. Hanna inside. His layup no good with 4-3. Pass to Tanner is off the mark as Jared Lucas was trying to find Tanner Johnson. And the pass, they're going to say, went off of Jackson player. That looked like it went straight out of bounds off of the pass. Now with 2.5 seconds left, we get a timeout. It's the full timeout. We'll take it with him. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Well, the game so far doesn't lack excitement as the Jackson Bronx do what they've been doing all season long, fighting their way back into one after getting down early. Drew to within 9. That's as close as they got. They now trail by 15, 46-31. Riverton's drawn something up for a last shot here. Friday will inbounds with 2.5 seconds. Friday all the way for Engel, who pops it up. No good. And that's how it'll end. Riverton got the look they wanted. They had Lucas Engel, 6'6", being guarded by the 5'7" Seb Brunner. Engel easily caught that pass, put up the shot, but couldn't get it to fall. After 3, it's Riverton 46, Jackson 31. Back with the exciting finish on KZ95.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by Y.Dot.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Well, it was blowing to beat the band out there weather-wise, and Y.Dot plows were busy today, but they got the roads cleared just in time for Riverton to be able to make this trip after the original meeting for February 5th was scratched due to snow. This makeup game's been fun. Lady Bronx beating the Lady Wolverines earlier, and the boys trying to get back into this one against Riverton. They trail 46-31 here in the fourth. Just underway in the final frame. Gavin Brunner to his brother Seb. Now over to Gavin Keelan. Baseline three is up in the air. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound is Jared Lucas. Pulling down a lot of boards this afternoon. DeVries inside pass to Lucas. Spin move in the lane. Up and in. That's right through three defenders. And now a steal by Blake Dale, and he puts that up and in. And just like that, Riverton adds 4 points to their lead here to start the fourth, as the Bronx getting a little sloppy with the basketball. Rowan Bruno puts a move on DeVries. Now Brunner top of the key to Sep. Far side wing. Sep. Cross court to Gavin, now all the way back to Seb. Inside pop pass to Keelan. He's double teamed quickly, so he kicks out to Brunner. Now to Seb. He'll try a long three from the wing off the front of the rack. Bang, you could hear it. Hit the iron, no good. Rebound Lucas Engel. Riverton pushes the ball up court. Blake Dell to DeVries. Damon, nice bounce pass inside to Lucas. Jared up and in, and he had to fight to get that one off. Jared Lucas, for my money, is the best post forward in all of 4A. And I've seen some big guys down in Evanston. Green River's got some players. This guy is unreal.
28 points.
He is having a ball game. And it's Jackson 31, Jared Lucas 28, or Riverton 53, Jackson 31. Gavin Brunner with the basketball now. Bounce pass to Bruno. Open look three. His shot off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound Blake Dale. His pass goes right off of Gavin Brunner, and Bruno picks up the loose ball. Careless pass by Dale. Threw it right into Brunner. Gavin now far side is Seb being guarded by Dale. Seb Brunner with 6:10 to go. Jackson trail big. They had closed within 9, but now Riverton's found another gear. Keelan, 12-foot pop shot. That won't go, and Jackson's gone stone cold from the floor. Dale pushes it up to Aquelo Friday. The lefty's three is good. And it's 56-31. The Wolverines can do no wrong right now. Seb Brunner going to go all by himself. Hands off to Hannah right at the end. We've seen that a lot of times, but Hannah cannot convert. Hannah's pointing to his jaws. If he got popped down low, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a rough game down there. Timeout. We'll take it with him. It's Riverton 56, Jackson 31 with 5:43 to go in the fourth. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
Welcome to the Black Hole, as they affectionately call it in Jackson Hole, but this place has been anything but spooky for Riverton as they've owned this game so far. The only scary thing is Aquelo Friday wearing the number 13.
It's true that Riverton has just scored 10 in the fourth, and we've not scored a thing.
That's
Jackson
usually
needs to hit it.
Yeah. That's not a good sign. Inbounds pass from Brunner has worked its all the way around back to him. DeVries picks him up. Now out to Bruno, to Gavin Keelan, as Riverton's fall back into a kind of a soft 2-3 zone. Keelan gets 2 looks at the ball, missed the original shot, but he got his own putback up and in to make it 56-33. Full court pressure here from Coach Luns, but Riverton breaks it easily, gets the ball into Lucas. Jared Lucas up and in over the top of Seb Brunner and Gavin Keelan. Seb just put his hands up in the air like, what more can I do? This guy's having a night. Seb, that's what you can do, is kick a 3 in there. And Seb Brunner is good from distance as he drops a dime. Just answer point for point is all you can do, Seb. Riverton with the ball now, 58-36 with 4:45. Driving the lane is Dale. His shot no good, but a whistle before he got the shot off, I believe. And a push-off foul is going to be on
Bruno. Wait.
Rowan Bruno, his third. Team fifth. Nobody to the line yet as Ethan Vaughn will inbounds. Gavin Keelan checks out of the game for Jackson. Lopman in. Vaughn bounce pass into Jared Lucas. He draws a foul as Hannah was all over him. Somebody's got to do it. I mean, the game that Lucas is having, at least he's going to have to pay for every shot. And it looks like Lucas might have got a bloody nose on that from Hannah. You got to do something about that guy. He's killing you. Here's Friday's step back jumper is good. That's from 3. Aquelo Friday, and he can do that. He's the 3-ball specialist for these Wolverines. Been having just an average night by his standards, but he's starting to pop them. Here's Gavin Brunner with his own 3. No good. Barazay going high for the rebound. On another look at the bucket, Seb's 3. That won't go. Hannah, and he got fouled by Lucas, and Jared knows it. As Hannah went high for the rebound, and Lucas with a little payback there went over the top of him to pick up his second foul. Sorry, that's on Lucas Engel, not Jared Lucas. I don't know if they got their Lucases right. And did Gavin try his deal and he got caught out of bounds, I think. Here's Friday.
Possibly, or I don't even know if we ran out of time there.
DeVries to Jared Lucas to Lucas Engel, and bing passing, but Engel fails to convert at the end there. Jackson with the ball now. Gavin Brunner on the rebound. Bounce pass to Lopman. Back out top of the key to Barazay. Now to Gavin Brunner. Gavin to his brother Seb. Seb way out high here, but he's not afraid to shoot a 3 from there. Gavin has it now with DeVries on him. Gavin, near side wing to Lopman. Now inside the paint, kick back out to Barazay. Drives the lane. He kicks it out to Gavin Brunner. He will try the 3 from the top of the key. Well short. Rebound Friday. Hands the ball off to Vaughn. Up to DeVries. His 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Jackson coming the other way. 3.5 to go with the fourth. 61-36. Seb Brunner. Spin move in the lane. And tried to go up with it, but DeVries got a hand on it. That could be a jump ball or a foul. It's a foul. Damon DeVries, I believe, is going to get whistled there if it is a foul.
No, actually, it was Ethan Vaughn.
Ethan Vaughn.
Ethan Vaughn.
Am I never right with my...
Well, you see a couple people down there. I just wait till the ref says it. So
you wait for the official word. I go off half-cocked. There's Barazay's 3, no good. Rebound, Lucas Engel goes sky high to pull the ball away from Barazay. That's a 5'11 Barazay against the 6'6 Lucas Engel. I'll tell you, the funny thing is those two have met each other on the gridiron. So has Lopman. Lopman, Engel, and Barazay have all played on the same football field twice last season. There's inside pass to Friday. He just ran out of real estate as he gets knocked out of bounds. He lost his balance. Isaac Larson kind of helped him lose his balance and pushed him right off the baseline. Substitutions now for Riverton as Coach Sheets is feeling this one might be in hand. He brings in Derek Lang. Out comes Engel and Friday. 3:03 to go. Jackson's got Larson in, as you heard me say a moment ago. Isaac Larson, the lefty, now out to Barazay, to Lopman. Lopman kicks it out to Isaac Larson. Back to Sam Lopman. Lopman drives the lane, gets shut down by Jason Vincent. Sepp over to Isaac, frees himself up for a three, but he can't get it to go. Isaac gets his own rebound, passes to Hanna inside. Andrew Hanna can't get it. Second rebound won't go, and a third look, he's finally fouled. And the reason you got all that room in the paint if you're Andrew Hanna is both the big men for Riverton are sitting on the bench. Jared Lucas and Lucas Engel. Hanna hits the first from the line, and now Shane Sutton will check into the game for Jackson. He'll replace Barazay with 2:34 to go. We'll also get a Riverton replacement, Taylor Stevens, seeing his first action for the Wolverines. And it looks like David Danby set to check in for Coach Lunds as well in a moment. 61-37. It's all Wolves here towards the end. Hanna's second is good. And Danby comes in to replace Andrew Hanna. And now the inbounds pass coming from Tanner Johnson here as Jackson dialing up some full court press, but the pass all the way up ahead to Lang. Lang's met with a double team, tries a shot anyway, no good. Shane Sutton on the rebound to Isaac Larson. Larson over the timeline. Isaac with 2:22 to go, pass inside of Sutton. Shane kicks it out here to Seb Brunner. Seb cross court to Lopman. Goes high in the air to save it from going out of bounds. Lopman drives the baseline. Kick out to Seb. His three. Good. Bottom of the net. Yes. And it's 61-41, 20-point game. Timeout by Coach Lunds as both teams would like to sub in a bunch of guys. It's going to be a short timeout. We'll stay here. A 20-point game with 2:06 to go. When Coach Lund's crew comes back out, I believe you're going to see 5 fresh faces here as the contest all but decided. But it looks like we'll get a look at Aaron Huggins, the sophomore. He's 6'5", and maybe an answer to those big men Riverton has. Yes, it will be Aaron Huggins, Shane Sutton,
Hayden Cross, David Danby, and Isaac Larson, all 5 off the bench, and most of them off the JV team for Jackson. And for Riverton, they counter with the same. A lot of underclassmen to finish this one out as we got a 61-41 game. Ethan Vaughn bringing the ball up, the senior for Riverton, is working on Larson. Now finds far side to Tanner Johnson. He drives the baseline, spins back out, pass stolen away. Coming the other way is Hayden Cross, and he lost the handle out of bounds, but it was poked away by, I believe, Tanner Johnson, so Jackson will retain possession. Isaac Larson, inbounds pass coming from under his own basket, finds Sutton. Shane Sutton over to Cross. He'll try a three. Rattles in and out, just missed going. David Danby on the rebound, tries to save it from out of bounds and just misses as Danby almost had that board. And 61-41, Riverton ball now. Ethan Vaughn brings it up court. Cross meets him at the half court. Goes far side to Lang. Lang puts a dribble move on, kicks it out to Tanner Johnson. Thought about a three, but Huggins is right on him. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn drives the lane, kicks back out. That's Johnson. Good from distance, I believe. They're going to give him 3. They did. Tanner Johnson hits the 3. Jackson ball. Isaac Larson. 1:10 to go in the regulation. Huggins sets a nice pick for Larson, who drives, now hands off to Cross. Kicks it out to Shane Sutton. Shane over to Larson. Isaac spin move on his man. Back out top of the key to Hayden Cross. Cross gets double teamed. He's in a little trouble here. Ball poked free, but it's a foul on Jason Vincent, the 6'2 sophomore. No way is Vincent 6'2. You're going down to 6 foot, Jason. That is inflation. And Hayden Cross to the line, the sophomore. See if he can convert the first of a 1-and-1. He does. And the crowd loves it over in the corner. 64-42. Hayden Cross will
get his first points of the afternoon with a chance to make it a couple here. Here he goes. Off the back of the iron, gets a shooter's roll. No, just won't go. And Tanner Johnson with the rebound pushes it up ahead to Jason Vincent, recently reduced to 6 feet. Vincent now baseline. It's Derek Lang back to Vincent. Vincent, nice move on Danby, kicks it back out to Lang. Nice inside pass there and kicked back outside. That was Taylor Stevens, and now a pass intended for Jason Vincent. If he was 2 inches taller, which he's not, he would have had that ball, but it's out of bounds.
I don't think you can make him shorter.
I'm hard on Vincent, I know.
You are. I guess I'll let you do it. It's your birthday.
Isaac Larson, it's your birthday.
It's your birthday. You can do what you want. Oh, go.
Larson with a steal for Jackson. 18 seconds. 17. Jackson playing for a last shot here. Larson gets a nice pass to Cross. His three is good. Hayden Cross makes it 64-45. Derek Lang hands off to Jason Vincent, and he'll let time run out, but we'll end this one on a high note as Hayden Cross comes off the bench to score 3, and then he had that one from the stripe. I love it. The final score, however, the Riverton Wolverines 64, the Jackson Bronx 45. We'll be back to wrap this one up. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is proud to bring you live coverage of Jackson Hole High School basketball on KZ95 as a supporter of the relentless students and athletes in the area. Affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, Century 21 Jackson Hole provides unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to C21JH.com to view their listings or contact Ted Dawson, Ked Hobson, Denisha Anderson, and Dawson Smith at 307-732-8181 or email teamjh@c21jh.com. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
We're back courtside with the Riverton Wolverines successful in the nightcap here as we run the double dip for you. The Lady Bronx able to beat the Lady Wolverines earlier this afternoon in a game that started at 4 o'clock. I know it's odd to see a 4 in the afternoon Tuesday game, but it was a makeup game. And for the girls, it's been lucky Tuesday. They're 2 for Tuesday. Both their wins in 17 tries this season have come on a Tuesday. Go figure. For the Jackson Bronx, they weren't as lucky as the girls. They gave it their all with a good third to try to get back into this. But, boy, the Riverton Wolverines, just too much. Too many weapons over there for the Wolverines. We talked about their length. This is a big basketball team when you talk about Jared Lucas and Lucas Engel, and also a nightmare of a game to call if you're the play-by-play guy. Both are big guys. They're named Lucas. One's his last name, one's his first name, and I've already lost track of what's going on, but I want to give that Century 21 relentless player of the game to one of those Lucases probably, but, well, let's not make it a for sure thing yet, but let's look at the Riverton side of the score sheet. What do you got for totals?
I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up this time, okay? We got Blake Dale contributed 2 points. I'm going to say his name wrong again. Damon DeVries had 6. Lucas Engel had 6. Tanner Johnson came in with 9. Mr. Friday had 11. And Jared Lucas ended the night with 30 points.
Good gracious. 30 points. That's NBA stuff.
30 points.
And they pulled down a whole bunch of boards, probably blocked some shots as well.
Pretty good there. He scored him 15 first half, 15 second half.
He was solid all the way in, beginning to end. Well, for Coach Bo Sheets, I mean, that's how he's been doing it all season. Engel was right around his season average. Blake Dell, so was he. DeVries, Aquelo Friday, slow start, but he was right around his 10-point season average. But Jared Lucas was the difference maker this afternoon. I don't know how you contain this guy. I don't know how he scored just 13 points a game all season long. Who is he matching up against? Who can stop this guy, Jared Lucas? The 6'5 senior was just a train running down the tracks, and you just had to get out of his way. But Jackson did have some answers. They did score some points, managed to put 45 up on the board and make it interesting for a while. Who led the stat sheet over the Bronx side?
The Brunner brothers with 11 each.
Is that right?
Yes, they both had. I told you I couldn't wait for a game when they had the same score, but I wanted it to be more like 19 or 20 apiece.
Yeah,
but okay.
In a winning effort.
Yeah. Both Seb and Gavin ended up with 11. We had Gavin Keelan contributing 8. Rowan Bruno had 5. Both Andrew Hanna and Hayden Cross with 4. And then Sam Lopman added a bucket with 2.
All right. How about Hayden? Yeah, right there at the end. Racking up some points. Well, I mean, the Brunner brothers, we've given a bunch of these Century 21 Relentless Athlete of the Games to Gavin. I don't know if we've put one on Seb yet. Seb's so exciting to watch. His day is going to come, but he's not quite fully baked in the oven yet. I think next year, watch out for this freshman and the other freshman with him.
And he does shoot them all out. I got to say, he only got 4 buckets, but 3 of them were threes.
He makes them count.
Yep.
And you can get 11 points in a hurry when you shoot them from as far away as he does. Yeah, he's fun to watch. He doesn't. It's not everything from outside either. He'll play a little bit inside, even though he really doesn't belong there at 5'7" with guys that are 6'6", 6'5". But he'll play inside as well. He does a little of everything, and he's certainly the energy guys, the spark plug. He brings that Brunner competitiveness that all the brothers have had. They hate losing. But yeah, our Century 21 Relentless Player of the Game, it's got to be Jared Lucas. It's a no-brainer. That guy was just insane. 30 points. I'd like to go back in the record books and see if anybody has run up 30 in a game in the state of Wyoming this season in 4A. I don't recall. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, because if you took Jared Lucas out of the equation,
we could win?
Yeah, we would have won.
We would have won.
It would have been 34-45.
If that darn Jared Lucas would have missed the bus. Oh, man.
He had a good game. You got to give it to him.
You really did. Jared, you are our Century 21 Relentless Player of the Game. And it's a good lesson to you. Sometimes that relentless agent you need representing you might come from far away. Maybe they're not a Jackson native or a Star Valley native. Maybe they're from New York or L.A. or somewhere far away. But they come here and they understand the market. They bring a wealth of information and experience, and wherever they're from, even if they're from Riverton and they're 6'5", you better just trust anyone on the Century 21 team. They are relentless in their pursuit of real estate for you. C21JH.com. Find him on the internet. The relentless athlete of the game, Jared Lucas, with his 30 points for the Riverton Wolverines. We'll be back one last time, wrap things up live from Jackson Hole High School Gymnasium, with the girls successful for Jackson earlier, but the boys fall to the Riverton Wolverines 64-45, the final. Be right back. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
I know we had a little bit of trouble
Sports is KZ95.
with the live stream, but we were able to get it back out for the most part. It's a work in progress, but I think we did a pretty good video stream product for this afternoon. It was fun to be able to bring you this action in this makeup game. A lot of people probably didn't even know it was happening, not on the regular schedule. Pretty good crowd here, but that was all the kids that were at school today, Tuesday, and they probably had the principal come on and say, hey, you want to get out of class early? Go watch a basketball game. They fought each other to get down here first to the gym, but decent crowd on hand. And for those of you joining us in Radio Land, thank you, and joining us on the internets with a live stream. It's been real fun. Jake Nichols for Jackson Hole Radio, and Kimmy K. Morton's on camera, stats, the whole business. JC Chatham joining us earlier. Big shout out to JC. Thank you. Congrats to the girls to get their second win of the year. And we'll see you again on Saturday. I won't be here, but SVI, the good crew, is going to have all the action for you so you don't miss anything. Tonight's action, this afternoon's action brought to you by Century 21, Jackson Lumber, High Country Linen, Wyoming Department of Transportation, and the Town Square Inns of Jackson Hole. More Bronx basketball coming up this Saturday with Senior Night. Until then, wishing you a good afternoon from Jackson, Wyoming. Get home safely wherever you're going.